I'm tired of these girls looking so good on Instagram, but in real life looking up. Show them how you look. Show them. Look up.
Let's don't get emotional about it. Just no! Okay. All right, you're being well, Jackie.
Yes, sir, dude. This is, per usual, the business on the internet. And we all know that the internet is undefeated. Undefeated. This social media lifestyle that people covet so much is just a facade. It's all smoke and mirrors. They don't even show love anymore. It's like all they can get is a like on their post. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's not as it seems, guys. More than meets the eye.
Stop catfishing everybody.
You're talking to the Rolex.
Yeah. Wearing, yeah. Diamond ring wearing. Woo. Kiss stealing.
Woo. Wheeling dealing. Limousine riding.
Yeah.
And I want a hard time.
Woo. Now give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Dudes. There is one thing that is plain to see. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me. I'm your host, Bedford Gabney. This is another awesome episode of the YChromozone. And we are here to talk about a certain website in particular. One being a man that loves women. I'm sure that all men are very familiar with this website, and it shall remain nameless because we all know what this place is. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. I have a love-hate relationship with this website. This website has a bevy of scantily clad women which lure men in as a thirst trap. Different cosplays, different videos, different outfits, twerking, etc. Now, as a guy, I'm thirsty. I'm real thirsty. And I'll be the first to admit that. But at the same time, this place creates an illusion. I spoke with one of my buddies about this, and I wasn't going to make an episode, but he changed my mind, so I decided to go for it. Yes, this place is very deceiving. It not only with the lifestyles that it portrays for the ladies that appear on there, which is more of a falsehood than anything, it also creates an illusion of accessibility to said participants, which is not true at all. So, gentlemen, let's talk about the ladies themselves, the reason that we are at this platform. A lot of times they'll give an age of themselves that is just not accurate at all, any of the time. So, gentlemen, in most cases, the ages that are displayed for these ladies is younger than what they actually are. So if it says she's 18, she could be maybe 23, 25. If she's 28, she's probably in her mid-30s. If she's 35, she's probably in her 40s, and so on and so forth. Some of these ladies, like I said, are in their 40s with their own families. You know, single moms, a lot of single moms on this here platform. I mean, guys, and I totally get it as a man. It makes sense. It plays on our weaknesses, but works on their strengths. Ladies want to be desirable. They want to be in an environment where they get compliments, where they get attention, And we all know women thrive off attention and compliments, etc., etc. But it also shows a very, very lavish, upscale lifestyle. Shows a lot of the perks with no work. You see a lot of these women on these trips, and you don't see any of the hard work that would supposedly have women in this. They don't have any certifications or degrees to back up what would cost them financially to fund these trips and this lifestyle that we see before us, because it's just not real. This platform is, maybe you could say, is programming the youth of tomorrow to be a vanity slave, to say that it's okay to get your breast done, to go under the knife for rhinoplasty or any other augmentation. And ladies, yes, as men, these do catch our attention, but in a sexual nature, explicitly. These are women that you would lay with, not that you would stay with. Ladies, we like more natural, like if you went to the gym and just worked on your body, that would show discipline. A lot of these women who do these surgeries just want a quick, easy way out. And I mean, do you, but what I've noticed with a lot of these women, they don't have any depth, any substance, any moral character. They just base their whole life on their physical frame and how appealing it is to you.
Guys, I'm going to call a spade, but something that I have noticed as of late is that your everyday walking around woman, most of the people, in fact, that you are seeing on social media are, in fact, now prostitutes. They are literally selling it to the highest bidder, and they are advertising that they are selling it to the highest bidder. The expectations now is that you empty your entire wallet if you want to have a good time. And I suppose if you want a very good time, but a short time, that might be one way you can go. But you're probably not going to want to try to invest much more than that. Because
gentlemen, in my humble opinion, I don't think that you as a man should invest in any woman that is not your wife. More importantly, I don't think, in my personal opinion, through my experience, guys, that you should invest in any woman that's really not of your bloodline, your mother, your daughter, aunts, nieces, etc. Because these women have a common thread that they have your back. And most women are out for themselves. I guess that, that's just the world that we live in, and that's fine. But when men invest, we expect some sort of return. So to be investing in a woman that is displayed on this platform, guys, would just be very frivolous. It's almost like investing in the stock market. So if you lose, it's like you should have known that the money that you invested is something that you were financially able to lose. Don't go in this expecting a return, guys. I'm not saying that you couldn't find an outlier out there or what have you, guys, and if you did invest, guys, I would keep it to a minimum, because this is the age of transactional relationships, dude, and it's in and out. It's like a convenience store. So don't expect any long-term relationship or anything. This is a fly-by-night. This is only when you are in good standing, when you are financially solvent, able to fund the activities that y'all gonna be doing. So like the young lady was saying, so don't have anything negative happen to you to where you're not able to afford the activities, because she's going to be on the first thing smoking out of there. Believe it.
Men are going to leave you on the drop of a dime. Don't have a bad day. Don't get fired from your job. Don't let something go upside down, because they are not in it if you're not winning it. Okay, that's just where we're at. So what I am trying to tell you is, if you don't find someone who's humble, if you find someone who is always looking for flash, always posting their ass, always going above and beyond to talk about the newest, the latest, the who's got what and who's who in the zoo, those are the women you want to avoid. You want to avoid them at all costs. You want yourself, not the I'm Miss Independent, because they never are. It's a lie. They're going to bleed you dry. You want to find yourself an everyday, regular, wholesome girl, a girl who doesn't pile on a ton of makeup, a girl who is happy with who she is, a girl who has humble beginnings, because at the end of the day, those are the ones who are more than likely going to give you a fair shot. Anything south of that, and you're going to find yourself in the land of baby mama drama.
When I initially logged on to this website, I was under the assumption that most of these young ladies were natural beauties. Now, I expected some breast augmentations and things of that nature, because I know some dancers that are, naturally beautiful. But dude, times have changed. It's almost like having a BBL and rhinoplasty is a prerequisite. Let's look and see how extreme surgery has gotten trendy today, guys. So guys, I'm just going to put this down right here in front of you. And I just want you to soak this up, dude. Take your time. Take your time. Dude, I think we should talk about surgery. Dude, I think that we should talk about how wild surgery has gotten out of hand in the 2020s, dude. This is ridiculous. So, class, can anyone in here tell me how these women have transformed themselves from the city girls to the Kardashians? How did these young women go from being the city girls, dude, to being the Kardashians? Dude, I repeat, how much money did it cost for these young ladies, who I'm sure were insecure about their appearance, to go from the city girls, my dude, to the mother Kardashians, man? Can you imagine how much money they spend on this? Like, this is insane. Like, dude, they have really changed ethnicities. I'm floored by this. Could you imagine? Let's take it a step further. Could you imagine, say, meeting one of these women, dating one of these women, and you go to her family's for maybe the holidays or a birthday party, and you stop by, knock on the door, and hey, is Clarissa here? You know what, ma'am, I'm sorry, I must have read the address wrong. This cannot there's no way that this could be the right place. From the young lady that I met, it is clear that I am obviously at the wrong place. But wait, I ain't going there, bud. Hang on. You are, my friend. You are actually at the right place. You are very much, sir, where you are supposed to be. And why don't y'all look like the rest of y'all family is my thing. You know, this is Dr. Miami's greatest miracle, dude. This guy is like, I don't even know what to say. This is just beyond me right now. Now, gentlemen, let's get into the fact that these women label themselves bosses, BAWSE, with multiple real estate properties. They have a portfolio of real estate, multiple foreign cars, luxury trips. Like I said earlier, guys, you saw this one young lady, she had a security detail. Like, Kim Kardashian, I don't think has this much stuff. Amber Rose, I don't think has this much stuff. And they have smashed multi-millionaires to get their come up. You know, there's a lot of beautiful women in the world, but most of them don't have anything. Most women who do have millions of dollars were at some point in their life married to a millionaire or birth a millionaire child and, you know, get some money. But, you know, it's just not off of looking good. And like the young lady said earlier, these women are 304s and have OnlyFans accounts, and from what I understand, the management makes a majority of the money off the subscriptions. If you're on OnlyFans and chatting, you're chatting with the management. They don't own anything. You know, they don't own anything. They're just put in an environment to make it seem as though they have things. I've seen something, guys, where this young lady took a picture in a mock airplane cabin, which made it look like she was flying private on her own private jet to some foreign destination, right? Like, how do you get your millions, ma'am? There's a huge middle class in America that would want to know how you beat the Matrix in real time. We really want to know. I'm sure we are listening. But guys, these ladies don't own anything. It's like they're in a record deal with the company, man. The management has them for X amount of years, and they put them in positions to make it seem as if they have this successful life. But then you'll go and see something, then you'll see them in a strip club. It was like you was in Turks and Caicos, and now you in a strip club. I'm not saying that some strippers can't afford to go to Turks and Caicos and things, but more often than not saying that it's impossible, I'm saying that it's more improbable. So dudes, please believe your favorite baddie who claims to be independent is she's probably broke. She's probably broke, let's be honest. So guys, here's my personal gripe about this platform. On a lot of the posts that the models have, they have a comment button. And also, once you follow them, they have a option for direct messaging. And there was this song by a rapper by the name of Yo Gotti that I remember in the past that said, it goes down in the DM. And this was before I even entertained Instagram. But I guess this was really pertaining to him being rich and famous, that it goes down in his DM and, you know, men of that caliber. So with me doing my research, and, you know, I would see that these ladies maybe aren't as reputable and presentable as these posts make them seem that they are, because like I said, this is all up front. So with that being said, I, you know, shoot my shot, you know, see what happens. You know, the new generation, they all about flying them out. So, hey, let me see what I can do. And, you know, I wouldn't get any responses. So what I did notice, gentlemen, that there is a subculture of persons who stalk or watch more popular models' pages. And there came an instance, guys, where I was trying to get the attention of one young model. And, you know, before knowing what I know now, that there was 5 different iterations of her profile in my direct message. 5 within a week. I mean, that was very sketchy and a little spooky, to say the least, you know? Now, seeing, gentlemen, that I have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, count them 5, accounts. I've done my research on who I shot my shot with, right? So I'm knowing in my mind that, hey, this is more than likely all of these are probably a scam. So I would play along and, you know, ask them questions from the information that I garnered to see if anything matched up with any of them, and the answer was no. I would even go so far as to ask maybe the height and weight. And one thing that I was able to delineate from the situation, gentlemen, that if you get a response from a model that you know is American, of American descent, and you get something that is in kilograms, they are probably scamming you from a different country, because we use the imperial measurement standard, whereas the rest of the world uses, millimeters, kilometers, etc. So I just wanted you gentlemen to be aware of what's going on out there. So guys, what I think is that the least probable is that you would be actually talking to that person, more than likely the management or a scammer. So the conversation, gentlemen, of these fake accounts would go as, there would be some small talk. How long have you been a fan of mine? What do you do for a profession? And I was pretty stoked initially, not knowing what I know now, because these women under contract get hundreds of, if not thousands of messages and comments and likes in a day's time. And I guess I was just full of myself, thinking I'm a big player, Hey, I got a big ego too. But anyway, just like clockwork, the situation would even go to us maybe exchanging pictures. I'm like, I don't really believe this. You exchange pictures. And I would see some pictures on the internet that maybe I haven't seen before, but I was still very skeptical. Because I'm like, if you're thinking about it, like, what are the odds? What are the odds? And these conversations always ended up in those persons soliciting for funds. I'm not doing well here. I haven't eaten in a few days. Blah, blah, etc. And I'm just like, dude, this is so scam worthy. Dude, I even had an instance where this young lady asked me, guys, you're not gonna believe it, she asked me for 26,000 euros. Her grandmother is in Spain and she's sick. She sent me some nondescript picture of some woman in a hospital bed. Didn't even remotely look like her. And I'm just like, high levels of contempt and disrespect. Like, dude, not $20, not $30, not $50, 30,000 US. Like, who even has that much money to give to anyone, even family? Like, that's just retarded. That is a bogus ask of you. Like, you're not gonna tell me that any man anywhere just gave you that sight unseen, sex unhad. No way. Something else I've noticed as an honorable mention in this land of flim flam, gentlemen, it would be a young lady in a bikini, very scantily clad, bent over, twerking and all this, what have you, and then would be a Bitcoin investor. It messaged me as a Bitcoin investor. And you see the profile and be like, sweet, she's nice. And then the conversation is about you giving her money to be in Bitcoin investment. I've also seen situations, gentlemen, where there was this one model that had a link to this website who followed me, and I followed her back. And I noticed one day on her page that it was some picture of some random African gentleman, and I posted on the page that you have a really good scam going on there, brother. And I was driving at the time, and by the time I was able to stop and park, the picture that I saw of the gentleman of African descent was gone. So it already let me know, dude, that it was exactly my suspicions that even men are getting in on this. This is an international scam market, dude. So a lot of times they could just be an elaborate scam. They can just put a lot of time in building up this fake storefront to have the perception that you are chatting with who you believe that you are chatting with, dude. And so to make sure that I wasn't tweaking out, I asked my buddy and I told him what was going on, and my buddy Austin, and this is what he said to me.
That ain't no woman. It's a man.
I've also, gentlemen, encountered situations where women who weren't models that entice me, just, run-of-the-mill, average, ordinary, everyday people that would DM me and say something like, hey, I think you're cute, you want to hook up? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't turn anything down, dude, but my collar, so yeah, what's up? And the conversation extended towards, locales. So where are you? And, I'm in Georgia, and person would be in North Carolina, and they would have the audacity to ask you for some gas money, dude. Like, another scam. Like, I just want you guys to be aware of the plays which they come forth with to entice you to anything to get in your wallet. Just like how men will say global internet marketplace dude will say anything to entice you to dig into your wallet for some fraudulent potential hookup. Dude, it's not gonna happen, dude. It's not gonna happen. It's not going to happen. If by chance, gentlemen, you get a DM from someone and it says to let's talk on another app, something more secure, a Zangy, a Google Chat, maybe a Signal or WhatsApp. I mean, you might score on something of that, guys, but just be aware that it's just kind of leading you down a darker path, pretty much for the same thing, just to scam you on another platform. Now, this is all my personal experience and some of what I've talked about with some of my buddies. You play at your own discretion, guys, and you all grown men, you make your own decisions. All I can do is alert you to some of the perils that go out here on this internet. So guys, keep your money in your pocket. Don't be a dumpster. Don't fall for anything. The operative word here is no. Now guys, being on these different platforms, these more secure apps as they would say, and I had my suspicions. There's a few times, gentlemen, where I was even able to talk these persons into exposing themselves and showing me who they were. I remember one time there was a woman pretending to be a Latin woman, and she was a woman in Thailand. There was a woman of European descent pretending to be someone else. There was a woman of African descent pretending to be someone else. And from what I understood, I could be wrong, they wanted to hook up or whatever, but I'm sure with them being international, it all came down to the same thing of them just wanting to solicit me for some funds. It's almost like, hey, I like you enough to scam you, which is insane. I'm like, women, y'all have the worst mentality I can just ever think of. You know what I mean? I just do not understand how that system works. So guys, this is the piece de resistance. The Flam has got into a video digital level, plateau maybe. This is something that one of my buddies received, and this is what enticed me to make this video about how semi-sophisticated the scams have gotten. So my buddy asked one of these persons that he believed to be chatting with to send a video message saying his name to prove who they were to him. And so we saw the video and it looked really weird. The eyes were weird, the mouth was weird. It just looked very robotic, almost AI. And I don't know, I want you guys to take a look at it and tell me what you think. But he sent this to me and a couple of the other guys that were in our group chat, and we was like, nah dude, I just don't buy it. Super sketchy, man. I just don't dig it. I'm not for it at all, man. So I want you guys to take a look at it and just tell me what you think and how you feel about it. Check it out.
Baby, I miss you so much, and I love you, baby.
I mean, me personally, guys, how the eyes were sitting, how the mouth, the motion of the mouth seemed very rigid, very static. I could be wrong, but I know once I see something initially and it goes against the grain of my spirit, dude, I'm like, knock it off, cut it out. Told my buddy to delete the account, just get out of there, dude, ASAP. So with this newfound information, me having a YouTube platform, I was wanting to get some celebrities on one day. And I'm like, well, how do you do it, man? I'm having a tough time reaching out to regular people. How do you even get in touch with a Tony Hawk, a Dame Dash? Do you have to have the blue check account? Is that the key to the streets? Is that what's hot in the streets right now? People want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Because I want to grow my brand. I want to get big time. I want to make bank from this deal. You know, I don't want to get scammed trying to come up. That's going to suck tremendously. So if you guys have any tips on how you get in touch with celebrities and things like that for podcasting, talk to me. Now, in conclusion, guys, I have not spent as much time as I do Googling the ladies on this platform anymore, because I know that there is some clandestine activity that moves about behind the scenes on this platform. I've even went as far as to take my pictures down to get any unwanted attention or activity from persons, because at the end of the day, it's just going to be a dry bag for some cash. And I work too hard for my money, dude. I do construction work 6 days a week. I don't play that noise. So guys, I just want to enlighten you with what's going on with some of me and my boys that's going on right now, or has been going on. And I hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. This is something that I just want to put out because we are the main consumers of this product as men. And guys, we work too hard for what we have. And I just want my guys out there to be safe. All my brothers from different mothers, man. I love you even though I don't know you, man. I want the best for you. Best for you guys. And if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications for upcoming episodes. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. My name is Bedford Gaffney. This is the YChromozone, and until next time, later players. Peace. I'm out.